I decided to homeschool very, very early when I had my first child for two reasons. Okay, number one reason, which doesn't usually happen. So I actually have 4 children. My first one died. So because of that death, I bonded very closely automatically with my other 3 children. Subconsciously, as a parent, you know how fragile life is. So you bond not to want to lose them to any teacher. Okay, you want them to be at home all the time.
So was he in delivery?
No, stillbirth.
Oh, okay.
At birth.
Okay.
So at full time he passed away. So I realized, and for no good reason. So I realized how fragile life is.
Yeah.
So the other 3 children, of course, you become naturally more protective, okay, more careful and stuff like that. So what's one of the reasons why I like to keep my children close to me? Secondly, in terms of homeschooling, also because we relocate. As an international business, we can be based in any country, anywhere. We were in Australia for 3 years, we were in KL for 2 years, we were in Singapore, and now potentially going to Bavaria, Germany. So because of this relocation, we don't want the kids to settle in an environment that then we suddenly have to pull them out of, because that's emotionally disturbing for the child. So we might as well keep them homeschooled and move every 2 years as we please. And the other thing about homeschooling is also because we wanted to plan their curriculum. Not to say that there's anything wrong with the government curriculum, but we wanted to include skills that the kid might need 10 years from now. Mm-hmm. That's the thing, okay? So you need stuff like coding should be a basic skill 10 years from now. Designing should be a basic skill. So these skills are not in the school curriculum at the moment, and something that we purposely include in our curriculum to make sure that they're well equipped for the ever-changing era of technology.
How do you instill that in your children now? How do you find the staffs to teach them, like the resources to teach them and everything?
So we split this between the 2 parents. So it's best not to have somebody interfere in the same aspect. So for example, he in charge of academics. So academics under his care to make sure that they follow the curriculum standard for their age. And they're actually right now at least 1 or 2 grade higher because they're homeschooled. And for my aspect, I'm responsible for example, social interaction, social work contribution, also business and entrepreneurship ventures. So also cultural indifferences. So those are the things that my children get to enjoy with me, which means they include traveling. So they get to travel with me, understand different culture, pick up a different language, stuff like that. They also start business. So at certain age, past 10 years old, they're allowed to start their own business. So I usually would rent a space in a shop and they can park their product and learn how to take care of their product. Visual merchandising, quantity stock inventory, pricing and everything. So they have exposure of entrepreneurship very early in life. And of course social work, as far as we can get them involved so that they can see different aspects of living to be more sensible to humanity. So these are both not just academic development but personal development as a social character.
So you focus them, so you teach them to get ready for the necessary exams, like PSLE or
that's
like
the only exam that you need to worry about is PSLE, O levels and N levels. I mean A levels. So not that every year they have to sit for an exam. So homeschooling only prepares them for the major exam when they are ready to sit for it. Sometimes it could be earlier. So instead of 16-year-olds sitting for O levels, they could be sitting O levels at 14. So we follow the advance of their age. In Singapore, actually, you are not allowed to sit anything below 16 years old for O levels. But there's always an option externally outside Singapore because Cambridge franchise the university.
So your child takes exam not in Singapore?
It depends. O levels and A levels probably not in Singapore if they continue on the path of homeschooling. But if they convert back to school, because for me, I give the children an option. At one point, if they express interest and desire to be in a school environment, the option is given to them, so they can integrate back into school.
How about the difference between like a kid who is in school and homeschool, right? They usually are lack of friends. How do you tackle that?
In terms of social interaction, it becomes your additional responsibility to create an environment where they get to interact. So whether it's playing in the playground, organizing play dates, send them to a boxing class, go for external art classes, you must give them this level of social interaction that's enough for them. Okay, so if we don't do that and expect them to grow themselves at home within the 4 walls, then they're going to be lack of social interaction, which is going to penalize them in the future for any opportunity.